the many amazingly generous artists who have contributed to this auction and graced us with their presence tonight. Mr. and Mrs. Wedderburn and Princess Lydia, star of the show, members of the Caring for Miracles Foundation, fellow warriors for optimal healthcare for all newborns, good evening. Before I begin, I would like to ask you to join me in a moment of silence in recognition of the passing of one of our founding members, Dr. Marsha Gooden, earlier this year. Marsha was a beacon of hope during a very challenging journey and actually coined the name Gift of Life for this event at a time when she was fighting for hers. It is fitting, therefore, that we honor her this evening, our friend, colleague, and fellow warrior. Please stand with me for a minute of silence. Thank you very much. And please forgive me, I neglected to acknowledge Professor Minerva Thane, Dean, Faculty of Medical Sciences. It is with a full heart that I greet you this evening, this little girl from Dominica with a big dream, a dream of a world where all children are positioned to achieve their greatest potential in all spheres, physical, mental, emotional, social. Through God's grace and guidance, the Caring for Miracles Foundation was created with the intention of doing our part to contribute to that world. Our mission is to ensure that all newborns have access to equitable, optimal healthcare by capacity building through educating, equipping, and building resilience of the healthcare teams and the families that they serve. We refer to this as the CARE approach. We decided to focus on neonatal units in low and middle income countries, starting here in the Caribbean. What better place to start than at home? We began this work in September 2021 when we launched, adopting the Neonatal Unit at University Hospital of the West Indies. Since then, we have donated a fully loaded resuscitation kit to the unit, celebrated the families admitted to the unit during NICU Awareness Month, Prematurity Awareness Month, and Christmas with a family photo shoot, which for many families was their first, as well as with the distribution of care packages and Mother's and Father's Day cards. We led the neonatal team in a visioning exercise to hear from them what their hopes, dreams, and aspirations were for the unit, the team, and the service that they provide. We engage in strategic planning with the NICU leadership and are currently working with the neonatal and obstetric teams to develop and execute initiatives which align with the strategic vision aimed at improving care delivery. We celebrated the neonatal team during Healthcare Worker Appreciation Month and again during NICU Awareness Month. Held our first major fundraising event, the Gift of Life Art Auction 2022, in collaboration with the Malia Brown Foundation, which enabled us to purchase a pulse oximeter, which was gifted to the neonatal team to support the resuscitation of preterm infants. And most recently, in partnership with the Friendly Lodge 239, donated an air oxygen blender for use during resuscitation of preterm infants. This is quite the list. The Caring for Miracles Foundation elves have been busy, and we are likely to get busier as we embark on supporting two projects aimed at standardizing care delivery to preterm infants, the Golden Hour, and resilience building for parents who traverse this unit. These areas of focus were identified as priorities during strategic planning with the NICU leadership. It is a formal mandate which brings us here today. The concept of the Golden Hour was introduced fairly recently in the field of neonatology, highlighting the importance of neonatal care in the first 60 minutes of life. The term was adopted from adult trauma. And as in adults, the use of a standardized, evidence-based approach in caring for preterm infants in the first hour of life has been shown to improve short and long-term outcomes, including morbidity and mortality. This quote by Rafi Kavokian captures it beautifully. If we change the beginning of the story, we change the whole story. So, in an attempt to change the whole story, we will support the transition from the womb to the NICU through support for the Golden Hour Quality Improvement Initiative to be launched later this year. We know that this initiative will make a difference in the lives of babies like Princess Lydia, who was born at 26 weeks, weighing 0.77 kilograms. She stole our hearts along with her mums and dads. Today, Lydia is a bouncing, healthy 18-month-old who is full of personality and presence. She's an example of the miracles that are performed every day by the neonatal team at the University Hospital of the West Indies. We want to continue to support this incredible team and the work that they do and position them to impact the lives of many more Lydias. The Gift of Life Art Auction, therefore, is one of our signature fundraising events to support the work that we do and to support the unit and team at the University Hospital of the West Indies. We are grateful to our incredibly generous partners, our platinum partners, the AC Hotels by Marriott Kingston, and the amazing staff who worked assiduously with us to ensure what we hope will be a seamless experience for you. Sanders Resorts International, and our other partners, Fontana Pharmacy, Ricinco, RMP and Associates, Country Trails, and the Herald Printers for their support of this event. I truly believe that it takes a village to save a life. Your presence here today signals your commitment to being part of our village as you join us on the journey to optimal healthcare for all newborns, and for this we are grateful. We've only just begun. The exciting times ahead and many more miracles to witness. Stay tuned. I will end with my favorite quote from Mahatma Gandhi: "Be the change you want to see in the world." I know that you will join with me in responding. Challenge accepted.
Wow. Dr. Lewis, thank you. Thank you for that. Again, thank you for that glimpse into the journey to optimal healthcare for all newborns. Let us now welcome on stage Professor Russell Pierre, Head of Department Child and Adolescent Health at the University Hospital of the West Indies, who will bring us greetings.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Master of Ceremony, Dr. Lewis and Dr. Jackie Sester Mackenzie. Dr. Lewis has quite eloquently introduced all distinguished guests already for today. But I just want to highlight our Dean, who's here, Minerva Field. Thank you so very much for being here. And so it's really an honor and privilege to bring greetings on behalf of the Department of Child and Adolescent Health on this auspicious occasion. And we commend and congratulate the Caring for Miracles Foundation, the dedicated team of healthcare professionals and parents of the NICU graduates and individuals from the various sectors working together to enhance neonatal expertise and care delivery in low and middle income countries. The Neonatal Unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies was the first adoptee since the foundation was established in September 2021 under the leadership of Dr. Lewis. And since then, the unit has benefited from donations of life-saving equipment, and the parents themselves have also benefited from contributions as such. This is a foundation that has achieved tremendous milestones since the inception. And this is the second Gift of Life charity art auction. So we really want to salute the Caring for Miracles Foundation, which remains dedicated to raising the awareness, providing essential resources, and supporting neonatal care in low and middle income countries. We salute the team and the partners, the stakeholders who share the vision of improving the lives of precious newborns and their families. And together, we can make a difference in the field of neonatal care. Thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you very much, Professor Pear. All right. Now we heard a little bit about Princess Lydia, and I think it is time now that we welcome our very special guests, Mr. and Mrs. Wedderburn, along with Princess Lydia, the star of the show, to share how they received the gift of life.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Yes, all protocols observed. We're truly grateful to be here this evening to share with you. Say good evening, madam. Say hello. Yeah. Yes. So we just like to share with you some words that describe our journey. Pandemic. Pandemic. Pregnant. Planning gender reveal for the 7th month. Placenta ruptured. Here comes our preemie, 6.5 months in. Preterm, premature, panic, prayers, purpose, people who care. We'll now go through some steps that describes our journey. The footprints we leave behind say a lot.
First with number one. The person with number one.
Number one.
Ah.
Nice.
So the person with number one said the greatest. So the greatest thing is that we have some of the greatest doctors, nurses, neonatal specialists.
Number two. Person with number two. Just shout it out. Yes. The journey begins with everything done from the moment you arrive on the delivery ward. All the measures taken to preserve health and life, preventing and controlling any negative circumstances.
Y'all heard Lydia saying it, right? And what's nice is that the one who said the journey begins, she was really the one who started the journey by bringing out Lydia. And that's Nurse Latchman. The one with number three. She's so amazing. She's one of the nurses too. The first step begins by trusting the medical team, equipment, technology, practice, initiative, the intelligence to deliver the required medical care, treatments, interventions, counseling, advice, the list goes on. The little things, a smile, a laugh, an encouraging word. And as I say, the list goes on.
For the letters, the person with letter A. This is the ABC of our journey. Shout it out, please.
Letter A, say what's on it.
Always grateful. B. Yes. C. Awesome. So we are always grateful, forever thankful, and abundantly blessed. And together we say, for everything done on our behalf, for our daughter, our miracle, while we sleep, while we worry, they were on the job doing what we couldn't, so that today we can remind them of what they did when they see a living result
through our story,
our lives. Thank you very much.
No, man, you guys have to give them another round of applause. It was beautiful, it was interactive, it was real. it was touching. As a matter of fact, I think when I came in today, I was pulled up beside them and they were combing Lydia's hair, and Lydia was bucking. And I was looking at them and smiling, and I'm like, that's me and my daughter. We wore every time we comb here. But just to see the parallels, even. I didn't have a premature birth, but I did have a child that required admission in her first days of birth. And I remember Prof. Dame was on the night, and then Prof. Pear was on the next week, and they were just so positive. I was there thinking as a doctor, doom and gloom, everything bad, and they're like, calm down. Prof. Dame had to reel me in a million times, and just the support that you guys give. I'm fighting back tears because it truly is beautiful, and you guys don't have a clue what you do for the mummies. So thank you. So indeed, every single person here has the power to impact the lives of many more Princess Lydias and their families. You can give the gift of life. We'd like to take a moment to recognize the incredibly generous artists and artisans who have made tonight's auction possible. Each artist has very generously donated original works of art, and we are all so appreciative of everything that they've done. Thank you so much for your support. Please give them a round of applause. So we have other distinguished guests that we are supposed to hear from, and we'll hear from them in short order. But you know that we are all here for the auction, and we're all here to raise funds so we can all support this gift of life that these doctors and nurses and staff of the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit keep giving to our people of Jamaica. So now I'd like to turn over the microphone to Mr. Dervin Malcolm, our auctioneer for the evening and friend of the Caring for Miracles Foundation. Mr. Malcolm is a broadcaster with the RGR Group, a Gleaner Group of companies, and an accomplished auctioneer. You guys knew that was a thing? Auctioneer. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage, the incomparable Dervin Malcolm.
Can you see me from behind the lectern? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and I dare say boys and girls, especially baby Lydia. Look at her applauding there around the back. It is time for us to make it count in terms of this auction, and we want to congratulate the Gift of Life team, the Caring for Miracles Foundation, for the work that they have been doing so far, and the team at the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at University Hospital of the West Indies. And so it is time for us to learn of the procedure. It's pretty straightforward. Those of you who have registered already, in terms of those of you who are right here at the AC Hotel, all you would need to do is to raise that paddle of yours and paddle your own boat, if you know what I mean. Right? And for those who are online, on Hopin, for example, all you would need to do is to type the word bid in the chat. And once acknowledged by the auctioneer, that's me, you are expected to call out or post your bid. So one of two options there. Either you're going to once you're acknowledged by the auctioneer, you call out with your paddle or you post your bid. One way to prepare yourself is perhaps by typing in the word bid. For those who are online in the chat, type bid and at the appropriate point, you send it, right? So that is the general procedure. Now, some other housekeeping matters. Pieces can be collected tonight once proof of payment is provided. If your piece is to be delivered to you after tonight, then delivery fees will apply. To pay via credit card, visit the CarryFlow desk or https://carryflow.com flowpay, and card transaction fees apply. And to pay via cash, visit the registration desk. If you want to pay via bank transfer, to pay to the Caring for Miracles Foundation Limited, National Commercial Bank, Mona Branch, Jamaican Dollar Savings Account 404-414-186, and bank transfer fees apply. The first artist that we are featuring this evening is Carl Dennis. Carl Dennis says that his artistic expression has an affinity to the work of earlier abstract surrealists who drew upon spontaneous, subconscious sources of imagery and themes. Dennis's technique in mixed media simulates stained glass effects. His subject matter spans a range of symbolic and material possibilities. Recurring motifs are from nature and the female form. There are also references to sacred symbolism and African ancestral memory. The first piece we'd like to bring to your attention is Banjo Player. Banjo Player. It's a painting, 22 by 30. And the starting bid for Banjo Player is $90,000, and with incremental bids of $5,000. And I don't know what you two are up to, but you've been up to something all evening. Maybe memories of last year, perhaps. But anyway, so that's Banjo Player, as you can see. And anybody loves the banjo? Anybody wants to start there? Anybody wants to kick off the bid with a Banjo Player? No? Nobody is interested in the banjo? All right. Number 27. That's the paddle. 27. At 25. So $25,000. $25,000. But the starting bid we have is $90,000. No, I'm sorry, I didn't say 19. You thought I said 19. Oh, that's why you got so excited. No, I said 90. I thought I was clear. Okay, 90. That's the starting bid, 90. So anybody for 95? 95,000, anybody? It's the banjo. Nice musical instrument. Played by mento performers. No? 95,000, anyone? No? Come on, let's get the bidding going. Let's get it going. All right, let's move on. let's move on to Celebrating. It's another painting. Celebrating, it's a 30 by 36 painting. And the bid for this one starts at $300,000. So for those who love to have this kind of artwork, this kind of painting in their special places, this is your opportunity. $300,000, Jamaican dollars, with bid increments of 10,000. Anybody? Celebrating? All right. Not hearing a sound yet, and in the interest of time, we're going to pick up the pace a bit. So, how about Remember Your Roots? Remember Your Roots. It's a 36 by 40 painting. And the starting bid, $400,000 with bid increments of 10,000. Anybody for Remember Your Roots? All right, we're going to move right along. How about Music of the Heart? Music of the Heart, a 25 by 32 painting. And what do you say? Music of the Heart, another Carl Dennis piece, starting at $200,000 with incremental bids of 10,000. So I have to take it that nobody inside this room has yet seen a piece that gets their attention. That's my impression. You're not there yet. So we're going to keep moving on. So that's Music of the Heart. How about Musical Meditation? Musical Meditation, a 26 by 48 painting, and a musical meditation starting at $350,000. All right, we're going to roll right along to Mama Africa. For those of us who have a very special place in their hearts for the continent of Africa. Mama Africa, 36 by 40, $400,000. That's the starting bid, increments of 10,000. And then how about The Dance? But this time it's a Dwight Golding piece. So we're shifting to Dwight Golding's work right now. Mr. Golding is a self-taught Jamaican artist and father of two. He fell in love with painting in 1995. He was mentored by the renowned Mr. Richard Hall and has a deep respect for him as an artist and person. Of his art, he says, it is a journey. He does it with passion and enough love. His big heart influenced his decision to donate to the Gift of Life auction. Does anybody have an interest in The Dance by Dwight Golding? Starting bid, 50,000 Jamaican dollars with incremental bids of 5,000. Nobody interested yet? All right. Rolling right along. So let's. Somebody said something? Okay. Rolling right along. So we're moving now from The Dance to Spanish River St. Anne, another Dwight Golding piece, 25 by 26 and a half. And this starts at $50,000 as well. $50,000 with incremental bids of 5,000. Anybody for Spanish River St. Anne? No? All right, we haven't hit that spot yet. We have to keep going though. Let's keep it going. Another Dwight Golding piece. It's entitled Pool Table, 10 and a half by 15 and a half. It's a painting. And it starts at 50,000 with incremental bids of 5,000. Still no interest just yet. How about ambience? Ambience, 10 and a quarter by 24, $50,000 the starting bid, 5,000 in increments. Any takers? Not yet. Oh, this is a tough crowd, a tough cookie to crack. All right, can we look at Melissa Preddy acrylic paint and resin? Melissa Preddy, and the question is, where's my crown? That's the title of the artwork. Where's my crown? It's a 24 by 36 piece. $90,000 is the starting bid with increments of 10,000. Any takers? Well, I take it that the couple right here will want to start on this bid. We're going to look at a Jeremy Francis piece. He tells us he has been doing photography professionally for more than 30 years, and he tries to find ways to support worthy causes using his photography skills. This initiative satisfies his interest and desire to give support, and we thank Jeremy Francis for his support in that regard. Now, can we thank you? Can you give us an opportunity to thank you for starting the bidding? Because we haven't started yet, have we? And this is, we're going to start. Right, we're going to start with the yeah, let's go with Victoria's Legacy, a photograph by Jeremy Francis. And the starting bid is 8,000 Jamaican dollars. Just 8,000 Jamaican dollars with bid increments of 2,000. So I don't know if the $19,000 couple want to start us off. Yes? That's a yes. There goes the paddle. Paddle number 27. It starts at 18,000. 18. Yes, I'm spelling it out. So you're taking it up? Okay, 20,000. 20,000. Up by 2,000. That's the incremental bid. I said what? 8? No, I could not have said 8. It's 18. What? Are you serious? Maybe I'm just so anxious to get something going, right? So we're at 18,000. 18, 1 8, 1 8, 18,000. All right. And the gentleman with paddle number 27 has pushed it up to 20,000. So we're at $20,000 now. Anybody who would like to get their hands on Victoria's Legacy? It's at 20 now, 20,000. Anybody wants to step that up? No? 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, and going up, 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 up. All right, anybody? Saying 22? 22,000? No? Nobody? Don't tell me we're going to have to give it to the $20,000 couple. Is that it? Anybody wants to challenge the $20,000 couple? What's that? Move right along. No challenger. $20,000 going once. $20,000 for Victoria's Legacy. Going twice. Still nobody wanting to step it up? Okay. $20,000 sold to the gentleman with paddle number 27. And so that's a significant moment. It's the first bid of the night. First successful bid of the night. So let's keep it rolling now. So that was Victoria's legacy. I don't know which Victoria, but somebody would know. But Victoria's legacy. Jeremy Francis, the photographer, and sold to the gentleman with paddle number 27 for 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Okay, moving right along. How about Thoughtful by Alicia Thomas? Thoughtful. It's a 7 3/4 by 18 painting. Alicia Thomas was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. She was always very creative growing up and enjoyed drawing. She, however, did not pursue studies in the arts. Instead, she attained business degrees in the United States and Jamaica. It wasn't until 2012, when a friend asked her to paint something for her home, that she decided experimenting with painting, which sparked other requests from other friends and family. Just like that. Her abstract art is known for use of expressive, vibrant colors and abstraction that mainly portrays human emotions and passions. Her works of art radiate energy and add life to any space. How about adding some life to your space with Thoughtful? Thoughtful. Another painting. This one by Alicia Thomas. Starting bid $18,000 with increments of 2,000. Do I hear 18,000? Well, that's a starting bid. How about 20? 2-0. How about 20,000? Anybody? 20,000, anybody? Which special day is coming up? Well, the Emancipendence period. Surely you can find a piece here. Not least of all, our next piece, or the current piece we've been trying to get off the ground, Thoughtful by Alicia Thomas. Anybody has a space in the house or the apartment or the townhouse or the office, and you think that could just change the look of that space? Can you make it thoughtful? Oh boy, I guess I'm not doing a good job. Not doing a good job. Let's try another one. How about oil painting? Oil painting. And here's one, Dr. Bisesa Mackenzie. This one is called social distancing. Social distancing, anybody? Chantal Roan Kellerman is the painter. The starting bid is $30,000, $30,000. And we're talking increments of 2,000. Anybody for social distancing? It would be no doubt a good conversation piece. Someone who look at it and say, hey, social distancing. Yes, I remember back in the days of, well, BC, before COVID, and you start the conversation. Nobody has an interest in starting such a conversation. What's that? Somebody said what? I'm not hearing you. Oh, just some subtle voce comment. Okay. All right, no problem. So nobody for social distancing? All right, we're going to move on. Sea Turtle, Chantal Roan Kellerman again. Sea Turtle, starting at $20,000 with incremental bids of 2,000. Sea Turtle, anyone? All right, paddle number 5. Paddle number 5, 20,000. 20,000. but it needs it's increments of 2,000. So you have to take us past 20. 22,000. Thank you very much. 22,000 sea turtle. 22,000. 24,000 anyone? 24,000 sea turtle. Look at that lovely sea turtle. 10 by 14 oil painting. Those of us who love the ocean. Nobody? Turquoise waters. The outdoors. The beach. The sand. The sea. Are you seeing it? Well, it's right there anyway. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Nobody for, well, 22,000. Do I hear 24? How about 24? Surely you can make it a little more. 24. 24,000. Nobody wants to go there? You don't want it that much? No? Nobody wants it that much? Are we going to stay at 22? Excuse me? All right, so I have some good news. So those of you who raise your paddle at the start of a particular piece, the auctioning of a particular piece, we will accord you that figure, whatever the starting figure is, once you claim it by raising the paddle. So after that, now it's to try to get you to go above that. Getting it? You're good? Okay. So we're starting with sea turtle. So the incremental bid of 2,000 went on. So it's 22,000. So nobody wants to go above that. You don't think it's worth above that? Worth more than 22? Nobody? All right, here we go. $22,000 for sea turtle going once. $22,000 for sea turtle going twice. $22,000 for sea turtle. Gone to the bidder with paddle number 5, is it? Yes, paddle number 5. Congratulations to you. Uh-oh, here we go again, Dr. Bisesa Mackenzie. Another one. This one is called Quarantina. But this is an oil painting by Chantal Roan Kellerman. Quarantina. Again, it's one of those conversation pieces, quite easily. And this starting bid is at $45,000. Anyone wants to start us off at 45,000? Anyone wants to claim 45,000? 45,000, anybody? Incremental bids of 2,000. Starting at 45,000. Who wants to claim Quarantina at 45,000? Nobody? All right, in the interest of time, we're going to move on. Moving right along, Sunset Oil Painting. That's the next one, Sunset. And this is a 10 by 14 piece. And the painter is a 29-year-old architectural designer with a passion for the arts in all forms. And that is Chantal Roan Kellerman. So nobody for Sunset? Or you've had enough of the sunset? You have enough sunset painting? All right, we're moving on then. How about Blue Heron in Swamp? Blue Heron. Well, it says blue here, and here it says gray. All right, looks gray to me. Gray Heron in Swamp. Anybody? Gray Heron in Swamp. That starts at $27,000. $27,000. No taker for gray heron in swamp. All right, we're going to move right along then. For those who love history, how about a photograph by Nassim Wildman? Nassim Wildman, a mother of 2 boys and 1 girl, and a grandmother of 4 girls and 1 boy, a graduate of Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. Who wants it? History. History by Nassim Wildman. Starting at $30,000 with incremental bids of $5,000. Anybody? Anybody interested in history and would love to get their hands on this historical piece? Nobody? Oh boy, this is a tough one. But we're not going to give up. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving. All right, so let's go to Tony Wong's photograph on canvas. Anybody for that one? Are you seeing it? That's Sunset over Kingston. It's a 38 by 25 piece. $40,000 for starters with increments of $2,000. $40,000. Sunset over Kingston, 38 by 25. Tony Wong is the photographer. Photograph on canvas. Anybody? Nobody? All right, moving right along. How about Courtney Morgan's piece, Landscape, Courtney Morgan. It's a 10 by 13 painting. Nobody? Courtney Morgan, Landscape, starting at $35,000 with incremental bids of $2,000. Moving right along, how about Flower or Flower? Flower. Flower. Charmaine Neath Hewitt is the painter. It's an 8 by 12 piece. $25,000 is the starting point. Anybody? Flower. Nobody? All right, so we're moving right along. Moving right along to Peaceful Surrender. Peaceful Surrender. That's the name of this piece by Romaine McNeil, acrylic on canvas. Peaceful Surrender, starting at 76,000 Jamaican dollars. Incremental bids of 5,000. Anybody? Yes, I know the answer to that question. All right, so let's try for the Cradle of Growth and Change. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Paddle number 23, and guess who that is? Guess who that is? Dr. Gillian Lewis herself, leading by example. Yes, and the starting prize, there's starting sum there is $30,000. The Cradle of Growth and Change. So we're starting at $30,000 for paddle. Oh, I'm supposed to, oh, for a moment there I thought I was supposed to read that from here. Paddle number 23. Paddle number 23 saying $30,000. Do you think it's worth more than that? Are you able to add something to it? Maybe incrementally, $2,000. It's a 12 by 15, $30,000. And it's an appropriate piece, I think, the Cradle of Growth and Change. Anybody wants to take us beyond 30,000? Anybody who wants to take us beyond 30,000? Nobody? All right. Looks like it's going, and gone to paddle number 23. Okay. So here's another one, another most appropriate one, the Nurturing. It's called the Nurturing. It's a 19 by 23 piece, acrylic on canvas, and starting at 60,000 Jamaican dollars with increments of 5,000. Am I hearing 60,000? No, I'm hearing silence. $60,000 for the nurturing by Romaine McNeil, acrylic on acrylic on canvas. Nobody wants the nurturing? All right, we're going to move on with Romaine McNeil again, this time Thoughts of Things 2. Thoughts of Things 2. It's a 13 by 17 piece. $35,000 is the starting figure. Do I hear anybody reaching for 35,000 Jamaican dollars? Thoughts of Things 2 in increments of 2,000. Anybody? All right, moving right along. Women of Change. How about Women of Change? A 16 by 20 piece, acrylic on canvas. And these pieces by visual artist Romaine McNeil, born in Westmoreland, Jamaica. Anybody from Westmoreland, Jamaica? Or is there Sosa Kingstonian? All right. So let's see. Women of Change, 38,000 for starters, increments of 2,000. It's a 16 by 20. Anybody? Women of Change? All right, let's move on. The Guided Path is another Romaine McNeil piece. This one, $145,000 is the starting point. The Guided Path. Does anybody believe that this should be more than 145 and they want to first of all start by claiming it at 145 and then bidding to keep it? No, I wasn't going by the what's on the screen. It's what's on the script here. So all right, let me find Streamer here. Here it is. Streamer Tales and Bloomer Hope, a 12 by 18 piece. Starting bid, 54,250 Jamaican dollars. Incremental bids of 5,000. So anybody wants to start us off at 54,250? Streamer Tales and Bloomer Hope. This is Antillian Charm, Smyrna Blake. And it's a sculpture. Nobody? All right, let's move on. How about Water Feature in a Pot? Trident Gardens. Water Feature in a Pot, starting at $50,000. Anybody? Starting at 50,000 with incremental bids of 5,000. This is going to be a long night. All right, let's keep it going. Water Feature, Trident Gardens. Water Feature in a Pot, $50,000. Anybody? All right, moving right along. How about Apple? A 14 by 14 piece, starting at $20,000. $20,000 with increments of 2,000. Nobody? $20,000 for starters. All right, let's move to the well, that's an Afif El Kufash piece. So let's go to a Kimberly K piece entitled Little Blue Palace. It's a 12 by 12 piece. Little Blue Palace, starting at 54,250. Anybody? 54,250. Oh, wow. Whew. Let's go again. All right, let's try for Connie Champagne's Church. Connie Champagne's. That surname sounds so familiar. It's not. It is one of those names. So let's see what we have here. So this one is called Church by Connie Champagne. It's a 16 3/4 by 22 1/4. $61,000 for starters. $61,000 with incremental bids of 5,000. What do we have to do to please you? Come on. All right, we're moving on. Oh, thank you so much. You've saved the day. Paddle number 30.
Online participant Jillian O'Brady Henry would like to bid on Women of Change, that's GOL 028, and she bid 35,000. Since there were no other takers, by default, Miss O'Brady Henry, I'm assuming, would get
Sorry,
that
is it
item.
35 or 38? Because I have 38 here for Women of Change.
35,000 was what she is
Okay, fair enough.
bidding.
Fair enough. Fair enough. After all, let's move these pieces. Let's go. All right. How about a Greg Owen piece? Bella Vista. Greg Owen. Bella Vista. This is a 30 by 48 and a half piece. The starting price is 120. 120,000 with increments of 10,000. Anybody ready to walk away with this piece for just 120,000? Anybody? 120,000. Nobody? All right, we're going to move on. Meet You at Sunrise. Greg Owen again. Meet You at Sunrise. It's a 24 by 36 piece. $80,000 is the starting price. Do I hear 85,000? Guess I'm hearing things. All right. So we're going to move right along. All right. How about The Journey? Another Greg Owen piece. 12 by 36 and a quarter. $20,000 is the starting price. Greg Owen's The Journey. Anybody for The Journey? Greg Owen piece with increments of 2,000. Nobody? All right, let's go to Free Spirit. Free Spirit. How about Free Spirit? 16 by 20 piece, $53,000 for starters, increments of 5,000. Free Spirit. Nobody. Let's move on. Oil paint, molding paste, and acrylic ink. Greg Owen again. This one is called Waves. Waves. And it's starting, let's see, starting at 380,000 Jamaican dollars with increments of 10,000. It's a 30 by 40 piece. And this is oil paint, molding paste, and acrylic ink. Waves. Anybody for Waves? All right. Not ready to create waves yet. We're still trying. All right. Thank you, Greg Owen. Greg Owen is an abstract and landscape artist who has been devoted to painting since he was 14 years old. All right. Let's move on from still with Greg Owen. Safe Landing. How about Safe Landing? A 36 by 24 piece, 205,000 the starting price with increments of 10,000. Is anybody ready to walk away with that Greg Owen piece, Safe Landing? Not yet? Well, this ship is sailing. Let's move right along. So let's go to Abandoned Bridge. Abandoned Bridge. And this looks like, is this the old, it's not the old Iron Bridge in Spanish Town, is it? No. Right. So this is Abandoned Bridge. It's an 8 by 10 piece, starting at 20,000 with increments of 2,000. Anybody? Looking for that vintage, forested, green, dominated. Hey! Thank you very much, the gentleman with paddle number 16. Paddle number 16. So you are taking Abandoned Bridge. $20,000. Abandoned Bridge is yours. Here's another painting. This one from Damian Cunningham. Little Girl with a Banana. Little Girl with a Banana. And yeah, not that little girl. This one on the picture. Little Girl with a Banana. So this is a 16 by 22.5 piece, starting at 75,000 Jamaican dollars with increments of 5,000. And this is a real authentic piece, wouldn't you say? It is quite palpable. It is real. And I know there are those who would recall the days when they would put in the bubbles in their hair, you know, and the ribbons. Yes, yes, it's brings back childhood memories. Anybody for this piece? Don't you think it's worth it? 75,000 Jamaican dollars. Damian Cunningham painting. Little Girl with a Banana. 16 by 22.5. Starting at 75,000. Anyone? 75? 75? Nobody? No? Oh, well. Let's move on. How about acrylic on PVC pipe? Alfonso Blake. Any takers there? Acrylic on PVC pipe. And this is starting at 60,000 Jamaican dollars with incremental bids of 5,000. 60,000 for acrylic on PVC pipe. Alfonso Blake. Anybody? And there are two pieces. The third piece here is Riverside Talk. Riverside Talk. Don't know if they're talking about the fish in the Rio Cobre. No, not that one. It's a different kind of. But it looks, it almost gives one the impression of the very early days of the gorge. I don't know why. Riverside Talk, don't you think? How's that look? And oh, no wonder it's at 470,000 Jamaican dollars. Right. So Alfonso Blake, who has been a full-time artist for more than 25 years, he says he is living his dream. Isn't that wonderful? He knew that he wanted to be an artist from age 12. Today, he's an artist, designer, real estate investor, motivational speaker, father, husband, and last but not least, he says, a Christian. Isn't that something? Alfonso Blake. And this piece is Riverside Talk, a 39 by 28 piece. And it's 470,000 Jamaican dollars with incremental increases of 10,000. Nobody wants this piece? All right, we're going to move on. Let's move on to Make Music Together, Alfonso Blake. And this one starts at 500,000 Jamaican dollars. Make music. Make music together. Nobody? All right, moving right along. How about musical shapes? Musical shapes. 36 by 39 piece. 500,000 Jamaican dollars. Any takers? Anybody? No. Then it's time for us to go to Pink Angels. Let's go to Pink Angels. Mabusha Dennis is the artist. And it's a 40 by 29 piece, starting at $58,950. $58,950. Anybody, any takers there? 58,950 for Pink Angels. Pink Angels. Those of us who love flowers. How about that? No? All right, let's look at Alamanda. 40 by 18 piece, starting at 40,000. Alamanda. Anybody for Alamanda? No? Guess not. All right. So here's the most appropriate piece. Help! That's the name of this next piece. It's by Debisha Spence. Debisha Spence. Help. 20 by 30. I know, okay, if you flip to the next page, you should see it, or the next slide. Help. Yes. So this is the latest piece. Help, Debisha Spence. And this one, Help, as we said, it's a 20 by 30 piece, starting at $20,000. $20,000 for this piece, with increments of 2,000. Nobody? Let's move on. How about Gary Rodriguez, Nature's Cut? 2 wood side tables, or if you want to say wooden side tables, starting at $50,000. Quite practical, stylish. Oh, paddle, there you are, 22. The holder of paddle number 22, it wants to claim, it's one. Yes, one of the two. Right, so this one here, starting at $50,000, and the paddle holder number 22 wants it. Anyone wants to challenge for one of the two wooden side? No? Or the two for that one price? What? Wow, that's a steal of a deal. Does anybody want? What? No? Paddle holder number 22 is saying no. Oh, hold on, paddle number 13. Number 13, what are you saying? Because it's increments of 5,000. And right now we're at 50,000. Paddle number 13, yes? Where are you taking it to? 55,000. We're at 55,000. Anybody really wants it? Do you really want it? There's a song, I think. Do you really want it? Oh, oh, go. Ale, ale, ale. Yes. You're going to allow the holder of paddle number 13 to get it for just $55,000? Oh, 22 is going up. Paddle 22 is up. What do you say? Increments of 5,000. We're at 55. Hello. Did you say 66? 60,000. 60,000. That's where we are now. From paddle number 22, paddle number 13. Do you really want it? We're at 60,000, paddle number 13. Do you really want it? You know the song, right? Sing along. Wait a minute. Where are we going to? This looks like 65. $65,000. That's where we are. Paddle number 13 says 65. What are you going to do about it, paddle number 22? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to allow the holder of paddle number 13 to walk away with these specially priced and uniquely authentic side tables? Paddle number 22. Are you going to allow it to slip out of your hands? So we're at 65. We're at 65. Do I hear 70? Do I hear 70? Anybody? 70? Are we staying at 65? Staying at 65? Who said 65? It was paddle number 13, yes. Is that where we're leaving it? Oh dear, paddle number 22. Oh no, I can see those two spaces in the house right now. Yes. Oh dear, somebody's going to miss out. Such a pity. You sure you don't want to stop it? Paddle 22? Huh? Oh, look at this now. We haven't closed it. It's open. It's open. Paddle number, do I see paddle number? Is it, it's not up. So, no? No? Okay. All right, so I guess we'll be applauding the holder of paddle number 13, unless paddle number 22 wants to give it another try. Going once, going twice. Is the new owner of these two wooden side tables the holder of paddle number 13? Indeed it is. A round of applause. Now that was competitive. Whew. That was quite something. Those two wooden side tables. All right, so let us follow in the footsteps of the holders of paddles 22 and 30. How about that? Because we're moving on right now to Paul Blackwood pieces. Paul Blackwood has been a trailblazer as an artist for more than 30 years and will not be slowing down anytime soon. He specializes in abstract, collage, and landscape pieces inspired by the beautiful island of Jamaica. All original pieces are oil on canvas. Some pieces are textured to give a 3D effect. He says, over 50 years ago, my parents taught me that God loves a cheerful giver. Also, it's better to give than to receive. Did you hear that? It's better to give than to receive. Indeed. So, let's go with The Falls. It's a 12 by 20 piece, The Falls by Paul Blackwood. And it's starting at $25,000. Just 25. Hey, the holder of paddle number 2. Paddle number 2 is starting us off at $25,000, The Falls. And we're ready to fall for it. Yeah, you get it. I was just trying to. Yeah, you get it. Right. Okay, so The Falls, we're at $25,000. 12 3/4 by 20 piece. $25,000 is the starting point. And we are going up by increments of 2,000. Who wants to take us beyond 25,000? Otherwise, we're going to just stay at 25,000 and somebody's going to walk away with a piece for 25,000. Would you really like that? If it's you, right? So, who wants to take us above $25,000 for The Falls? A Paul Blackwood piece. And this is some kind of special approach. Help us, is Paul Blackwood here? What's that? G-I-C-L-E-E. G-Clee? G-Clee. G-Clay. I beg your pardon. Thank you very much. Tells you how much I know about art, right? G-Clay. G-Clay. So it's print on canvas, Paul Blackwood, and it's entitled The Falls, $25,000. Does anybody want to bet at $25,000? Nobody? Somebody? Anybody? Okay, let's move on. So let's move from the falls to the Gully Bank village. I beg your pardon, where am I rushing to? Sorry about that. All right, so we don't have anybody going above 25. Nobody. And nobody thinks that this piece, The Falls, deserves more than 25,000. I guess my question is answered. The answer is no. So go ahead and take it. Take it for 25. Paddle number 2. It's yours. So now we're going to move to Gully Bank Village, an 18 by 24 piece, starting at $200,000. Gully Bank. Gully Bank Village. Nobody? All right, we're going to move on to the Yellow Pui. Isn't it lovely? The Yellow Pui. 19.5 by 24.5, starting at 71,500 with increments of 5,000. Anyone? 71,500? Nobody? No? Let's move on to the next piece, which, oh, how appropriate. It says, okay. Okay. So it's an 8 by 10 piece, starting at $65,000 with increments of 5,000. The piece is simply called Okay. Oil painting. 8 by 10. 65,000. Anybody? I see some people thinking about it. Can I move on? All right, we're going to move on in the interest of time. Let's go, let's go. How about Humble Dwellings? Humble Dwellings by Paul Blackwood again, oil painting. It's an 11 by 9 piece, starting at 67,200. I beg your pardon, 67,600. 67,600. Anybody? Humble Dwellings. 67,600. Nope, nobody. No takers there. How about Musical? Another Paul Blackwood piece. Musical. Nobody. It's called Musical. 14.75 by 11.75. $30,000 is the starting point. $30,000. $30,000 for Humble Dwellings. $30,000. No, Humble Dwellings was for 67,600. Right. So it's Musical that is for $30,000 by Paul Blackwood. And anybody, any takers for Musical? G. Clay. Got it. Print on canvas. Anybody? No? All right, moving right along. How about orchids? Is there anybody here who really and truly loves orchids? Let's see. Let's make sure we can find that one. Orchids, orchids. Where are you? Well, it's up on the screen anyway. So let's work with that. Orchids. That's the next piece this time by Leopold Barnes. Leopold Barnes, who hails from Bath in St. Thomas and received his early education at Bath Primary School, St. Elizabeth Technical, and later at the College of Art, Science and Technology, now UTech, where he studied engineering. Recognizing his artistic inclination in 1976, when I was 1 year old, he attended the Edna Manley School for the Visual Arts. In 1980, he held his first solo exhibition at Tom Redcombe Library. He has since hosted many solo exhibitions in various locations. That's the artist Leopold Barnes. And let's try for Orchids, anyone? Nobody? $40,000 for starters for orchids. 40,000 with increments of 2,000. Anybody? All right, let's move on. How about Beauty of Life? It's a 10 by 24 piece. Beauty of Life, starting at 55,000. Beauty of Life. Anybody? Beauty of Life, 55,000. Anybody? No? Let's move on to Climbing the Ladder, a 10 by 24 piece, $55,000 with $5,000 increments. Nobody? Climbing the Ladder. What about The Earth Goes Around? The Earth Goes Around. What about that piece? The Earth Goes Around. 10 by 24, $55,000 for starters, 5,000 increments. Nobody? Moving right along to What's Life Without Music? Leopold Barnes again. What's Life Without Music? Oh, the holder of paddle, that's Professor Pierre. Paddle number 21. Paddle number 21. The holder of paddle number 21 is starting us off at $55,000 for What's Life Without Music, and with increments of 5,000. The goodly gentleman is staying at 55,000, is he? Anybody wants to challenge that figure? Anybody wants to beat that figure? Nobody? Somebody? Anybody? What's life without music? Well, it looks like the holder of paddle number, let's see that paddle again, sir. Paddle number 21. At this rate, unless there is a challenge, nobody wants to challenge. No? So, What's Life Without Music goes to the holder of paddle number 21. How about Spring of Living Water? Spring of Living Water, 30 by 40 piece, starting at 306,900. 306,900 with increments of $10,000. Anybody? This is a Romo Osowo piece. Or is it Roma? Hold on. This here says Roma, and we have Roma here. Roma Osowo, a color-loving abstract artist who creates vibrant, joy-filled art to elevate beautiful spaces. Painting for her is a visual expression of her faith in God. Anybody for Spring of Living Water? Starting at 306,900 with increments of 10,000. No? All right, let's move on. Let's go to a Novlet Gonzalez Barnes piece. It's called Portland 1. Portland 1. It's an 8 by 20 piece, starting at $40,000. Anybody wants this oil painting, Portland 1, for $40,000 with increments of 2,000? Anybody wants to bid on this one, Portland 1 by Novlet Gonzalez Barnes, 8 by 20, $40,000, the starting figure, with increments of 2,000. Anybody? Moving right along to Roast Breadfruits. Roast Breadfruits. It's a 16 by 20 piece, starting at 78,000 Jamaican dollars with increments of 5,000. Who wants it? Roast Breadfruits. Oil painting by Novlet Gonzalez Barnes. Nobody. Let's move on. How about Faith's Pen? Remember Faith's Pen? Yes. Used to stop at Faith's Pen for refreshments. It's an 8 by 20 piece, starting at $40,000. Faith's Pen. Hey, the holder of paddle number 2 wants it. Does anybody else want it? Paddle number 2 for Faith's Pen, 8 by 20 piece, starting at $40,000. $40,000. Does anybody want to better that? $40,000. Well, at this rate, looks like it's going to go to the holder of paddle number 2. Memories of faith spent. Let's go now to Wagwater. 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 It's a 10 by 24 piece starting at $55,000. Wagwater. That's the Wagwater River. 10 by 24, $55,000. Anybody? Any takers? No, not yet. All right, let's move on. How about another Novlet Gonzalez Barnes piece? It's called Portland 2, a 10 by 24 piece starting at $55,000. Portland 2. Anybody for Portland 2? No? Nobody. Moving right along. Let's go now to Sally by Michelle Bailey. Sally by Michelle Bailey. And let's see. 10 by 10, $23,250 is the starting point. $23,250 with increments of $2,000. It's called Sally. Anybody for Sally? No? Nobody? All right. So we're going to move on. Another Michelle Bailey piece is Sue. Sue. So we have Sally. Now Sue. Anybody for Sue? $23,250. The starting point. How about Praying Lady? Praying Lady. 10 by 10, $23,250. Michelle Bailey. Okay, let's move on to a Tina. No? Somebody saying something? No? Thought I heard something. Or how about Tina Spiro, is it? Or Spiro? 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 Anybody knows Tina? Tina Spiro or Spiro. Anthurium Study. A 15 by 19 and a half piece starting at $55,000 with increments of $2,000. Anybody? No? All right, let's move right along to Victoria Silvera and her work. Victoria Silvera. And this one is... No. Okay. Sure. What better way than to have the artist on spot to explain? Isn't that something? So that should make it very easy for someone to just draw that check right away for $250,000. $250,000. Anybody? You heard it being explained there. $250,000, anybody? All right. Maybe you're still thinking about it. How about the Egungon? Is that how it's called? How it's pronounced? Egungon. Miss Silvera. Egungun. Egungun. All right. So Egungun, starting at 77,000. Anybody? 77,000 for Egungun, with increments of 5,000. So, all right. So you want to? Yeah. Let's just tell you about Egun. Represents spirit, while egungun represent ancestor spirits. She represents those who have passed but still guide us. This piece is one of 7, born of a 200-pound mold, sweat, determination, and fire. Does anybody want the egungun? Starting at 77,000. Nobody? All right, so let's move on. How about sea egg teapot? Sea egg teapot in the ceramics category. And this one starts at $50,000. Sea egg teapot. Another great conversation piece, and lifts the kitchen. It can lift it by virtue of it being in the kitchen. It has that look, gives you that look and feel. Yes, fancy in the kitchen. Sea egg teapot, starting at $50,000. Anybody? Sea egg teapot, $50,000. Going once. Well, nobody has claimed it yet. Anybody? No? All right, maybe you'll come back to it at some point. How about this painting by Carl Dennis, donated by Carl Dennis? It's an abstract, 37 by 44, 500,000 Jamaican dollars, with increments of 10,000. How about that? Anybody for this Carl Dennis abstract painting? No? All right, let's move to acrylic. Nicole Alexander, ballerina. Nicole Alexander. Which one is that for? Sorry? Ballerina. So that's paddle number 17. Paddle number 17 looking to claim ballerina for $35,000 with increments of 2,000. Anybody wants to challenge? Paddle number 17. Paddle number 17 wants it for $35,000. Do you think the holder of paddle number 17 deserves to have ballerina for $35,000? I guess the answer is yes. All right. So sold to, I almost said ballerina, sold to the holder of paddle number 17. Congratulations. So Nicole Alexander is a self-taught visual artist whose paintings in oil, acrylic, and watercolor reflect a unique Afro-Caribbean vibe. Born and raised in the Twin Island nation of Trinidad and Tobago, the inspiration for her paintings stems from her love of dancing, music, and poetry, but also, most significantly, from the beauty of her Caribbean heritage. Which takes us now to Serenity. It's a 16 by 20 piece, and it's starting at $53,000. Serenity, $53,000 with increments of 2,000. Anybody saying 53,000? 53,000 for Serenity. Anybody? No? I guess not. Sorry about that. How about Caribbean Dancer? All right, paddle number 17 goes up. Paddle number 17 wants Caribbean Dancer, starting at $25,000. Does anybody want to click? Yes, paddle number 17. Anybody wants to challenge the holder of paddle number 17? Any challenger? Anybody wants to walk away with Caribbean Dancer for $25,000? The holder of paddle number 17. Does anybody want to change that? Does anybody want to change that? Nobody? All right, so it looks like paddle number 17 gets Caribbean Dancer. Caribbean Dancer goes to the holder of paddle number 17. And now let's go to G. Clay canvas pieces. This first one by Kian Patrice Hutchinson, and it's entitled Aki. Digital art pigment ink on archival canvas, 20 by 30 piece. The piece is a contemporary exploration of a traditional and cultural icon, Jamaica's national fruit, Aki. Do we have any takers? We're starting at 90,000 Jamaican dollars with increments of 5,000. Hey, paddle number 20. That looks good. Paddle number 20 wants to start at 90, as in $90,000 for Aki. Yes. Oh, we have a challenger, paddle number 16. Paddle number 16 wants the Aki. I'm tempted to start singing, Me Aki, Me Bowl. Oh, that's something else. Never mind. Right. So what have we here? Ooh. So that was 16, right? Paddle number 16 wants the Aki. 20 by 30. $90,000 is the starting price. Do I hear 95,000? Oh, okay. I missed that. I'm sorry. So we're at 95. And we who took us to 95? Paddle number 16. Okay. Yes. You're correct. You're correct. Paddle number 16. Congratulations. Unless there's a challenger. No? What? Paddle number 20. What is this? What are you saying, paddle number 20? You are moving us from 95 to 100,000? Is that it? All right. Does anybody want to push the envelope a little further? Anybody wants to go higher? Bring me a higher love. Nobody? Guess not. So we're at 100. We're going to leave it there. Any further challenges? Okay, looks like it is going to paddle number... Oh, hold on there. Paddle number 16. Is it? 16 wants to take us to 105. Paddle number 16 wants to take us to $105,000. And we are there now. Shall we stay here? Or can we go higher? If you really want it, you have to go higher. Anybody? All right, should we wrap it here then? Or is there someone who really wants it? Who is going to stop the holder of paddle number 16 from getting it? Oh no! Oh no! Paddle number 20 is taking us to $110,000. 110. That's where we are now. Does anybody want to take us higher? Higher. Ever heard of Excelsior? That's what it means. Yet higher. Excelsior. Anybody wants to take us there? Higher? Or do we settle? Okay. So you're yielding? Is that what you're saying? The gentleman is yielding to the lady. The lady with paddle number 20 walks away with Aki. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun. All right. How about head, held high, or translated to Jamaican, head L-I. Head held high. Who wants that one? Held, head held high. Starting at 150,000. Okay, so let's talk about it. So it's digital art, pigment ink on archival canvas. It's a 30 by 40 piece. The work is a conversation about life's and or individual complexities, and continues to think about identity from the perspective of the Jamaican motto, hello, out of many, one people. When layers are peeled back, one often finds remnants of history quite present. Head held high. And that is, of course, don't tell me, that is Miss Hutchinson. Yes, that first name. Because I remember in the interview I did on radio, I thought I had it. I thought it, because it's spelled Kianne, that it would be Kyan. But I was told it's Kian Hutchinson. She's quite the artist, isn't she? So, head held high. Who wants it? It's at 150,000, a 30 by 40 piece, increment with increments of 10,000. Who wants it? Look at Miss Lady moving out her things. Yes, sir. After all, she buy our furniture. So, isn't that lovely? That's quite something. Good. Very nice. So no one for head held high. Head held high. Anyone starting off at 150? Anybody? Somebody? Please? Please, may I beg you no? Nobody? Oh Lord. So that takes us to another of Kian's pieces. Waterfront Boys. Waterfront Boys. It's a 30 by 40 piece, starting at 120,000 with increments of 10,000. Anybody wants to start us off by agreeing to 120,000 for starters? Yes? You have to be careful with your movements in this setting. Otherwise, I'll have to read your body language in favor of a higher bid. Okay, so I think we have exhausted our list. And in that case, can we have a rousing round of applause for all those who have been participating one way or another? And I'm going to yield to the ladies.
Thank you, Durban. And ladies and gentlemen, join me thanking Durban for carrying us through that process. Of course, you will see that there are many, many pieces there that are still up. We'll get guidance for how we can solicit them later on, and we can share with our friends and family who would love to add any piece here that's not sold yet to their art collection. Please welcome my co-host, Miss Kian Patrice, artist extraordinaire. You know the Aki Battle 2023? That was her piece. Very proud of her. Kian is going to come and share a testimonial with us.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay. I believe there's a video that's supposed to be playing in the background as well, but I will get to the text part of it. Now, of course, this Gift of Life auction has the babies front and center. And I have a story to share, a testimonial of one such baby. All right. Her name is Soraya. So here is Soraya's story, and I'll be reading it from her perspective. Hi, I was born at 27 weeks and 6 days because my mommy was diagnosed with severe preeclampsia, which meant she had a dangerously high blood pressure and was at risk of organ damage. I was delivered via emergency cesarean section in order to give me a chance at life because I was not getting enough blood as mommy's condition was worsening. I was admitted to the neonatal intensive care unit at the University Hospital of the West Indies, where I spent a scary 3 month period. I experienced a number of complications of prematurity, including apnea, cessation of breathing, anemia, low blood count, retinopathy of prematurity, which is abnormal growth of blood vessels at the back of my eye, which can lead to blindness, hypermotility of my intestines, which impacted my ability to pass stools, and concerns with deafness. Whew, that is quite the list. It was really a rough journey, but today I am here, healthy and continuing to defy all the odds, thanks to the hard work of those nice nurses and doctors at the University Hospital of the West Indies and my parents' dedication and love. Will you continue to be part of the journey of other miracles like me and give hope to others? You can give the gift of life.
All right, what a powerful, powerful testimony of the life saving work done by the incredible team of the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at University Hospital of the West Indies. Ladies and gentlemen, you can be a part of many, many more stories and journeys such as Soraya's with your generosity. Now, before we give our vote of thanks and before we give away our gate prize, people are leaving, but we have a fantabulous gate prize to give away, so I will encourage you to stay. We're just going to run through quickly, just the remaining things that are there that have not been accounted for just yet. And even if it's to get a mental picture or take a picture or recommend to someone, we want to make sure that all these pieces are sold so we can maximize our efforts and the lives that we can touch through this initiative. So Mr. Malcolm, could you just come run through quickly those that have not been done yet, and then we'll quickly wrap for the evening.
So for those who perhaps are taking a while or have taken a while to decide what exactly they want in terms of the items being auctioned tonight. So we still have banjo player Carl Dennis celebrating. Carl Dennis, remember your roots, Carl Dennis. Music of the heart, Carl Dennis. The banjo player starting at 90,000, celebrating at 300,000. Remember your roots at 400,000. Music of the heart, 200,000. These are the starting prices. And there is also musical meditation that's still available, starting at $350,000. Another Carl Dennis piece, Mama Africa, starting at 400,000, and Dwight Golding's The Dance starts at 50,000. Dwight Golding's Spanish River St. Anne, 50,000. All these are still available. Dwight Golding's Pool Table, 50,000 is the starting price. Another Dwight Golding piece, Ambience, $50,000, the starting price. Acrylic paint and resin, Melissa Preddy, Where's My Crown? That's $90,000, the starting price. The painting, Alicia Thomas, Thoughtful, the name of that painting, starting at $18,000. Oil painting, Chantal Roan Kellerman, Social Distancing. That piece is starting at $30,000. Oil painting, Chantal Roan Kellerman, Quarantina, starting at $45,000. Oil painting, Chantal Roan Kellerman, Sunset, $20,000. Oil painting, Chantal Roan Kellerman, Blue or Gray Heron in Swamp, $27,000. And history, it's in the category of photography, Naseen Wildman, and it's going for $30,000. So these are pieces that are still available. Photograph on canvas, Tony Wong, Sunset over Kingston, $40,000, still available. Painting, Courtney Morgan, Landscape, $35,000. Another Courtney Morgan piece, Landscape, $35,000. Charmaine Neath Hewitt, Flower, $25,000, still available. Acrylic on canvas, Romaine McNeil, Peaceful Surrender, $76,000, the starting figure. Also acrylic on canvas, Romaine McNeil again, The Nurturing, 60,000 Jamaican dollars. Also still available, acrylic on canvas, Romaine McNeil, Thoughts of Things 2, $35,000, still available. Then we move to acrylic on canvas, Romaine McNeil, The Guided Path, $145,000, the starting point, still available. The sculptors Antillian. Say that again. Somebody's acting on it right now. All right, let's pave the way for that guided path so that, we can pull in $145,000.
We're also happy to announce that number 37 has been taken by paddle number 19 at the starting bid of $20,000.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Congratulations. All right, so how about Streamer Tales and a Blue Maho? $54,250, still available. Water Feature in a Pot, still available for $50,000. Water Feature in a Pot, Trident Gardens, $50,000. painting by Afif El Kufash, Apple, $20,000, still available. Oil painting, Kimberly K, Little Blue Palace, $54,250, still available. Painting by Connie Champagny, Church, still available for $61,000. Oil paint and molding paste, Greg Owen, Bella Vista, $120,000, still available. Oil paint and molding paste, Greg Owen, Meet You at Sunrise, still available for $80,000. Oil paint and molding paste, Greg Owen, The Journey, still available for $20,000. Oil paint and molding paste, number 37 has been taken by paddle number 19. Congratulations. Thank you very much. How about 37A, oil paint and molding paste, Greg Owen, Free Spirit, $53,000, still available. Moving right along, Greg Owen, Waves, $380,000. That's oil paint, molding paste, and acrylic ink. $380,000, still available. Safe Landing by Greg Owen, oil paint, molding paste, and acrylic ink. $205,000, still available. Painting by Damian Cunningham, Little Girl with a Banana, still available for $75,000. Acrylic on PVC pipe, Alfonso Blake, $60,000, still available. Acrylic on canvas, Alfonso Blake, Riverside Talk, $470,000, still available. Acrylic on canvas, Alfonso Blake, Make Music Together, $500,000, still available. Acrylic on canvas, Alfonso Blake, Musical Shapes, still available for $500,000. G Clay print by Mabusha Dennis, a piece entitled Pink Angels, $58,950, still available. Mabusha Dennis once again, Alamanda, $40,000, still available. Let's come to drawing, Debisha Spence, a piece entitled Help, still available for 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Moving right along to oil painting, Paul Blackwood, Gully Bank Village, still available for $200,000. Oil painting, Paul Blackwood, Yellow Pui, still available for $71,500. Oil painting, Paul Blackwood, OK, 65,000 Jamaican dollars. Oil painting, Paul Blackwood again, Humble Dwellings, still available for $67,600. $67,600 for Humble Dwellings by Paul Blackwood. Another Paul Blackwood piece entitled Musical, still available for $30,000. Musical by Paul Blackwood, G Clay print on canvas, still available for $30,000. Oil painting, Leopold Barnes, Orchids, $40,000, still available. Leopold Barnes oil painting, The Beauty of Life, still available for $55,000. Oil painting, Leopold Barnes, Climbing the Ladder, still available for $55,000. Oil painting, Leopold Barnes, The Earth Goes Around, still available for $55,000. Acrylic painting, Romo Osowo, Spring of Living Water, still available for $306,900. Oil painting, Novlet Gonzalez Barnes, Portland 1, still available for $40,000. Oil painting, Novlet Gonzalez Barnes, Roast Breadfruits is the title of that piece, still available for $78,000. Oil Painting by Novlet Gonzalez Barnes, Wog Water, available for $55,000. Oil Painting, Novlet Gonzalez Barnes, Portland 2, 55,000 Jamaican dollars, still available. Michelle Bailey's Sally, 23,250, still available. Michelle Bailey's Sue, 23,250, still available. Michelle Bailey's Praying Lady, 23,250, still available. Tina Spiro's Drawing and Thurium's Study, still available for $55,000. Victoria Silvera's As Above, So Below. It comprises ceramics, wood, copper, quite unique, still available for $250,000 Jamaican dollars. And then there is the Egun Gun by Victoria Silvera, ceramics category, still available for $77,000. And Victoria Silvera's ceramics piece, Sea Egg Teapot, still available for 50,000 Jamaican dollars. The painting donated by Carl Dennis, entitled Abstract, still available for $500,000, 500,000. Acrylic, Nicole Alexander, Serenity, still available for $53,000. G. Clay Canvas, Kian Patrice Hutchinson, Head Held High, still available for $150,000. And then we have G. Clay Canvas, Kian Patrice Hutchinson, Waterfront Boys, $120,000 Jamaican dollars. Once again, a round of applause for all our participants. Thank you.
And we'd also like to announce that any pieces that were not purchased this evening will be available for purchase on the Gift of Life auction website, which is www.giftoflife-auction.com. So that's www.giftoflife-auction.com. And you may view them and purchase there after the event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll ask Kian to come and join me, and also ask Dr. Lewis to come and join me as we're about to give away our gate prize, which is a package for two at Sandals Resort International. Double blind. So it's ticket number 00188.
And the person has to be in the room, so we'll just keep picking.
All right, there we go. All right. Let's see. 00143. 143, not here. All right, let's go. Who's going to Sandals? 00119. 119? Ah! She ready already to the flower in the hair? Yes, girl. Yeah, it's win job, so like, sure. Let's see, betting gaming and whoever is checking. 00119. Congratulations. So enjoy your time at Sandals. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap, I'd like to welcome on stage Dr. Jennifer Young, founding member and director of the Caring for Miracles Foundation, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Well, I know I'm politically challenged. Okay. So this brings us to one of the most important points in our program, where we get to say thank you for everyone who has helped today happen. First of all, we owe immense gratitude to God for all the work that He's allowed us to do as an organization so far. And we hope that, and we pray that that continues with all your help. I want to extend heartfelt gratitude to our patrons, our platinum patrons, AC Hotel, for providing us with this venue, and Sandals Resort, who provided our gate prize. Our other partners include Fontana Pharmacy, Wasinco, did I say that right? Yes, Wasinco, RMP and Associates, and Country Tales. Can you give our partners a round of applause, please? With heartfelt gratitude, we want to thank Dr. Bisesa McKenzie, who's the Chief Medical Officer, the Senior Leadership and Board of the University Hospital of the West Indies, Mr. Fitzgerald Mitchell, Dr. Carl Bruce, Senior Clinical Director of the UHWI, Ms. Carmen Brissett, the Senior Nursing Supervisor and leadership at the University Hospital of the West Indies. Our own, very own Dr. Russell Peer, who's currently the head of Department of Child and Adolescent Health at UHWI. Also wanting to thank our obstetric partners who help us to make things happen, and wanting to say thank you to the neonatal and pediatric teams at the UHWI, who without your endless support, effort, and talent, we will not be able to succeed in the things that we have done. I also want to say thank you to all the artists who provided their paintings. Some donated to us. We want to thank you so much, because without you, this definitely would not happen. To our auctioneer, Mr. Malcolm, thank you so much. You are an auctioneer extraordinaire. And to the amazing staff here at the AC Hotel. So this is my first time here, and I can say just this week when we were having our booth out at the front, the staff has been so amazing. Even today, so helpful and so amazing, and I really want to thank them. They made us feel very comfortable. I want to extend thanks as well to Miss Shelley-Ann Norton, Miss Janelle Morrison, Peter Gay Douglas, and Rochelle, who worked with us to ensure that this event was a success. I'm probably going to leave out a few names, so please excuse me. For all the teams, the that pulled together, including not only the AC Hotel, but also the team or the individuals at Sandal Resort that really made our gate prize happen. We want to say thank you. We hope that this movement and the Gift of Life auction could continue with all your support. In particular, I want to say thanks to Mrs. Prudence Gentle, our operating manager, who has taken us under her wings and really make this happen. Could we give her a round of applause? She's been sitting outside at the desk all night, but we want to say thank you to her for her hard work, and it's truly appreciated. For the seamlessness of this event, I want to thank CariFlow for providing their audiovisual services and supporting us and they also assisted us in spreading the word about this event. Lastly, and by no means least, I want to thank you, the audience, who without tonight, it would not have happened. I pray that God bless you all. Thank you. Did I leave anybody out? Did I thank our host? We do have a small presentation for you. So to Mr. Malcolm, can you come on stage, please? So Mr. Malcolm has always been in our corner, and this is my first time meeting him, but at our meetings, your name comes up quite often.
I hope for the right reasons.
Absolutely. And it's always how willing you are to give of your time to assist us, how willing you are to share your expertise with us. And for that, we say thank you. When we asked you to do it this year, it was, clearly, of course. That's what I heard. And so we want to say that we appreciate you for all the efforts that you put forward, and we hope that this relationship continues. Here's a small token of our appreciation. Thank you all and have a good night.
No bidding on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight has truly been all that was promised, a night of elegance, fellowship, and goodwill.
On behalf of the vulnerable babies and families whose lives will be forever changed by your generosity, we thank you for your participation in this event, your enthusiasm for making decisions to join us on this journey to optimal health care. And we thank you in advance for going online and buying something they want to buy yet, right? I am Dr. Sarah Lawrence.
And I am Kian Patrice Hutchinson.
Cheers and good night from us.